What up, guys? Welcome to Base Damage. And this week on podcast number 80, I'm bringing back in Brother Timmy. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
It's all good. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this off real quick. About that ReZero.
Oh yeah, who? All right. Public apology for saying that we're not going to get it because Bushiroad apparently was listening to me and decided, hey, let's just screw this guy over. So
And we're still not gonna
we're
give him
getting ReZero.
Keijo.
Yay!
Yeah. So we're still not gonna give him Keijo. But we'll
No,
continue to-
no. That's gonna be something they'll forever hold over me. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, to kick me like even deeper, they'll give it to JP, but won't give it
yeah.
us.
Absolutely. How long ago was that? That was like the first, like, it was in the single digits, I think.
No, that was like podcast 2 or 3.
That's what I'm saying. It was like really early
Like that
on.
was,
We were like Keijo for Weiss Schwarz.
yeah, that was like, whew.
But,
So we had 8 people in that freezer,
oh god, that was so weird. Anyway, so
and then 2 people actually never talked until we addressed them.
or purposely asked them questions. Anyway, yeah. So, getting back on track as far as like doing the podcast and whatnot. A couple things to go over today. I know I've already have like video going of showing off what we have here, so I'll go ahead and knock this out the way. We're going to be going over because we just got it in JP last week, just because I like Fate and I want to like check out these cards, see if we get them for English. It'd be awesome. The Fate Apocrypha trial deck, and I believe it's supposed to be a trial deck plus. But we'll get to that in a bit here. So prior to that, though, I was looking back over the other sets I know we're getting in English, and I realized I had not gone over a set discussion for the Bang Dream Girls Band Party set just yet, with the super fabulous Yukina SSPs and whatnot that were really fucking expensive in JP. I went over the trial deck in like a mini video a while back. So that's going to be a upcoming set discussion because the other trial deck pluses for Bang Dream are out. I'm going to be going over those at some point, do it for little mini videos because I'm trying to get that started back up. Get back to doing trying to do some trial by fires once we get the new trial decks and whatnot. Like the first one will be for the Love Live Sunshine when we get that next month, as well as oh my goodness, there was like Gurren Lagann and then the girls the Bang Dream trial deck pluses in July, so that'll be a little bit apart, as well as Rogue Deck reviews, trying to get those back underway. Since I got OBS working and everything, and we're going to be trying to do that. Just work schedule, school schedule. I'm sorry, not work schedule. School schedule is a little bit weird, trying to get everything taken care of, but we're all good. And then I don't know if this got addressed at some point, but I realized we hit over 300 subs.
I remember addressing that, I think, but it doesn't matter. We'll address it again. Yay!
Okay, yeah. I saw it again. I was like, did we say something about this? We probably did. So yeah, like, or we were like right under it. I don't remember, but so yeah, we have hit over 300 subscribers, and thank y'all very much. It's freaking awesome.
I know you guys like sit here and actually just listen to us talk. Appreciate that.
I don't understand it.
9 times out of 10 is a rant.
9 times out of 10 it's a rant, and as far as like what we post, and then 9 out of 10 viewers are probably just looking at it just so they can go back to their Discord groups and be like, hey, remember, see what those base damage guys said? They're like totally fucking, whatever.
Bro, I'm pretty sure half of them are like, these guys realize that their arguments are kind of going into a brick wall, right?
It's like, I don't even care at this point, but
they care enough to listen, so
yeah,
appreciate
right.
that regardless.
Exactly. So, anyhow, let's get this underway. So, Apocrypha. I pulled a couple like tabs open to show off a couple cards. So for
I tried doing the same thing, and then literally all the tabs open were the cards we did last time.
Oh yeah, true. Because we did actually discuss some
We
of
did the
them.
ones that were like on the Facebook page that first day.
Now, when you're going through it, I didn't see any of the new mechanic in this one though.
Oh, the
The
cannot remember what it's
the
called, but the counterblasting one. I remember that.
yeah, what we jokingly called counterblast. I don't know what the hell terminology they're gonna have for, or what it's gonna get called, like as far as like when it comes out. But yeah, where you take cards in your level and put them face down and whatnot. So I didn't really see any of that, but it's all good. Anywho, so I'm just gonna be kind of throwing out some of the what I kind of feel are some of the more main cards in it, as far as what make up the deck. And I believe it is supposed to be a trial deck plus, because of the low different card total.
Oh, it's some of these cards in here. This better be a chocolate plus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping. I say that because I hate to say it's kind of underwhelming. Like, I say that after looking at the fucking like Gurren Traudet Plus cards where
Yeah,
they
I
have
was like,
like
to
the
be
discombined
fair, it's
shit.
kind of not fair.
It's like that shit was really flashy. Hell, even the Bang Dream Traudet Plus was like super flashy with the whole get these 5 girls on the field, specific ones, play this event that's supposed to make Kasumi a fucking 20k and then like burn damage like crazy. It does not have that kind of setup in here. It does have some really good cards though, but I feel it's going to be more like this is a deck full of staples for when the set comes out.
Oh, definitely. I'm reading some of
It's,
these cards now, and I'm like,
mm,
geez, yeah, these are all staples.
which I'm just gonna go ahead and like show some of those off real quick. Obviously because we gotta get your Astolfo, you know. Uh,
Yeah, don't worry. I'm looking for that as I speak.
yeah,
But
it's a true name Black Rider. Um, I know we mentioned this in a previous
oh,
podcast,
that's
but
why I can't find it. I'm over here like I forgot they're all named their class in this chat.
you're just there going, I don't see Astolfo's name. What the fuck? Where is?
That's kind of what I was doing, but I'm like, I'm not gonna speak it.
No, you're fine, dude.
I was like, I'm not gonna speak this aloud right now.
But yeah, a level 0 free runner. So already, 2 copies of this
Look at
per.
the stars in his eyes. He knows he's ready.
Indeed. Or he's already getting it. I don't know. Um, one of the two. It's just yeah. But okay. This was not one of the ones we mentioned before, but I thought it was kind of cool. Was behind the scenes Shiro Kotomine and Red Assassin is a drop searcher on play. You can pay one, pitch one, and search your library for a master or servant character, reveal it, put it into your hand, blah blah blah. Just like 25. Yeah, that's about standard for a drop searcher as far as like a type.
Yeah, it's standard. It's actually, I want to say it's very similar to my Mami Nagiza and my Madoka deck.
Also matches one of
drop
the tie cards in Bang Dream. Anyway, yeah. So I feel like this may not be like a 4 of. Like obviously the fucking runner is going to probably be like a 4 of as far as like a staple for if you do anything with blue or red, or even just to have. It doesn't matter the color.
I was like, honestly, just to have a runner.
Absolutely.
I mean, unless a better one drops, but
fair enough. But this is also like. This is red, but sure, it's one of those ones that can also just be splashed. I mean, if you looked at like Contai early on, it had all the different, it had level 0s of all these different colors. So
right,
it was crazy. I say all these different, but I saw some really fun builds later on with like Soul Rush and whatnot that probably had every single color in the level 0 lineup just because of the utility. So
right.
But anywho. Next is the Taige clone, Berserk Black Berserker.
We addressed that card as well. I remember that.
We did talk about this one. It's a 1/0/45. It gets 500 for each of your other Master Servant characters. I felt this was definitely necessary to reiterate because being able to get a playset of this is insane. I'm sorry to point out once again, like Contai back in the day. I say Taige clone, but the actual card I'm referencing for that for the level 1 Taige from the second Contai set, at the point of it being like, as far as like Contai still being in the meta, Taige is at one point hit like $10 to $12 a pop and just had this exact effect, and that was it.
Yeah, word for word.
Word for word minus Master Servant. Sorry, it was Fleet Girl. But then color,
Right.
level, power, it is literally everything. And to be able to go ahead and have like this as just a bam right there, it is just it's really cool to see. And I realize I'm just saying Taige, but there are some other cards. There's a level 1 Ryuji in Persona 5 that does essentially the same setup, but it's also nowhere near as expensive as that Taige was. I don't think it is anyway. That Taige has since dropped in price, sure, but at one point is what I'm stating. So
Right, like it was the top of the top at one point.
it was in there, you know. Especially if you do the right thing and played the Haguro build, but that's whatever, you know. I know other people who will agree with me on that. Sorry, Shimikaze, still love you, but no. Anywho, so I ran both builds. I can say what I want. Next is the only actual climax combo that's in the deck: Declaration of War, Red Lancer. I realize I'm just the one kind of like naming off what each of these cards do.
Oh no, you keep on going. If you miss any cards, I have a few I'd like to say as well, but that's assuming you don't get to them first.
You got some? Alrighty, bro. So yeah, it's a 1/0/45 and kind of an interesting buff thing that is underwhelming, yet it's still good to have. For each of your other back row characters with Master or Servant, he gets 500. So as long as you have 2 in the back row with Master or Servant, he's 55 base. Excuse me. And usually getting those like 55 bases for these climax combos have some kind of drawback. So this is nice to have this up here at least without a drawback, because you're probably going to easily fulfill this condition. So, anywho, climax combo.
Easily.
Yeah. Sorry. Climax combo on reverse a battle opponent. If you got the 1k1 salvage climax, you can salvage a character. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it was. Fucking Hatsu, that's what it was. So I was trying to think of the Kontai thing again. It was like, as long as they ain't got Hatsu, you're good for not having to worry about anti-salvage. But it's also the fact of it being the whole on-reverse thing. I remember discussing last week, talking about how anything that's not an on-reverse combo is probably going to be doing a heck of a lot better when... as far as like if it comes out in English or in general, because of how AOT screws over the on reverse effects. So, right. I mean, granted, like I said, this is just Traudet Plus, but with all the other really awesome staples that we're getting from this, I would definitely like to see a non on reverse climax combo for like an advantage engine for Apocrypha. Anywho, wait, let's see. Okay, we got that. Nextly, just because I'm going to go over both of the level 3s that are in the set and kind of show why I mean they're underwhelming, but I do like one of them for a different reason. So the...
As I have no idea which level 3s there actually are. Again, I'm like clicking names as I'm going along.
The first one's Determination Black Saber. So that's the blue one. It's a 3/2/9/5. I keep saying
I did see that one. Sweet.
Yeah. For each of your other characters with Master Servant or Homunculus, this gets 500 power. Really easy to pull off and can be basically a free 11/5. I say free, but it's an 11/5 and then a heal on play. So that is still really cool, the whole heal on play thing, but it would have been better if I don't think I know of any of the Traudet Pluses that have like an early play as far as like being like do early play heals or whatever. But now, I shouldn't be trying to expect too terribly much from these, but when you see the next one, I actually really like this one. Not just because it's Mordred. But
yeah, I found the other one. I'm really liking the art on it, too.
I really do like the art on this, though. Holy Grail War Red Saber is a 3/2/9/5 as well. When it's placed on stage from hand, you can look at up to X cards from the top of your library. Choose one of them, put it into your hand, put the rest in your waiting room. X is equal to the number of your Master Servant characters. And then when it attacks, she gets power, 1,000 power times the number of your other characters with Master or Servant. Yeah. That's so easy to make her become a 13/5, right? Yeah, because other would be 4,000, 13/5. That's easy to make her big.
She'll hit really high.
Oh, absolutely.
And that first ability, that's akin to, I can't remember which Leafa it is. I'm pretty sure it's the
Adventure with everyone. Yeah,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Adventure with Everyone.
it's the clock shooter Leafa.
Yeah, the first part of the skill, the on play skill.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That
Yeah.
is one of the reasons I think it would actually be good, and why I state that this is more a set of staples, or like more of this trial deck's more a thing of staples, in which you could easily tech one or two of this in, if as long as you have red and can easily just put red
Oh,
in
easily.
to the
I
deck.
would easily
So
put two in here and just to have, really.
considering one of the other cards we mentioned with the spoilers for the Apocrypha cards that came out was one of the Mordreds that did like a last shot Xenon-esque effect. So I can't remember if that was a climax combo or not. Just
It
because
was. I
it was.
remember it being comics. Yeah.
So being able to drop this, and be able to potentially dig for that climax combo is always really good. To give an example, like you said, Leafa. Most people with the last shot Xenon Yuki build would tech at least one of those Leafas to be able to try to dig. TLR teched in the level 3 Maya that had the digging effect as well. At least one copy, because you want to be able to make certain that you got your gentle time climax to be able to go off with Yamis and whatnot.
And then even outside of just needing to dig, it's also a great way to just shove cards out of your deck. And
Mm-hmm.
also, again, it hits really high,
Mm-hmm.
so being able to kill whatever you need to kill is great.
Absolutely. Um, yeah. So that's really easy, just to be able to like look at the top 5 cards of your deck, kill something for like guaranteed. Assuming you also end up like grabbing a climax, like a 1k1 or whatever. That's 14-5 before other buffs. Sure, she's gonna kill most stuff, and
Right.
that's really cool. So now that I've done my preaching on like the various things in here, obviously between runners, drop searchers, Taige clones, etc., what other cards did you feel the need for us to
Oh,
point
it's
out?
okay. As I was flipping through my tabs, I lost one of the cards.
Oh God, you're fine, dude.
I don't know why this vanilla's open actually, but one of them I did want to talk about was the it's a level 0 Lord Black Lancer.
Lord Black Lancer. All right, we'll get that
Yeah,
pulled
first
up.
off, it's an assist 500, so adding on to those Mordred buffs, assuming you're just playing the trial deck raw.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the on play, reveal the top card of your deck, and then if it's a Master Servant, put it to hand, discard.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because nice filtering, it's nice, just one card dig, which is
Mm-hmm.
cool. And then, if it's not a Master Servant, it's like a Climax something or just some random other card you threw in there. It's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
cool,
Indeed. Which there's also a brainstormer in this. It was a draw brainstormer. I don't know if that was another card you were going to
Yeah,
mention.
that was the other card.
That was the other card. Which one
Yeah,
was
I just
that?
forgot the name of it immediately. Pretty sure, was it a. Nope, it's not that one. Oh, well.
Was it the caster?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a caster.
So I'll pull that up in a second here.
That is exactly why this one's highlighted, actually, now that I think about it. Yes, it is. Ha! Smelting Black Caster.
Yeah. So this is good to be able to
So,
do this and potentially dig one card deeper before using the caster. If you see that it is a climax, you can just go ahead and use the brainstorm, which is all good.
right.
Um, his other
Which for each climax you hit, you draw a card.
mhm. The first
As well.
effect
But
also
the
is
first effect is what makes it useful. It makes like every climax kind of a climax combo, which is kind of cool.
absolutely.
Yeah, choose one, give everyone or give that one person 1,000 power, which is pretty good if you need to get over something in an emergency or.
I mean, it's essentially the level 0 Asana from SAO.
Yeah.
Not handmade cooking, is it? Married life. Asana's married life.
Yeah, Married Life.
Um, which, if you think about it, how the fact that these two combo off of each other, the Married Life had the 500 assist in front as the first effect, and the Vlad has that, or the Black Lancer has that, and then it had the climax effect of when you played a climax, give somebody a buff. So it's like they meant that you were supposed to run these two at the same time back row anyway. It's like, hey, here's Austin's Married Life in 2 different cards with additional effects. And even then, the additional effects complement each other really well. So it's kind of one of those, you kind of want to use this, guys. I don't know.
Right. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm pretty sure set drops these would kind of almost become, well, maybe not the Lancer so much, but I feel like the caster will become irrelevant.
More than likely, like if
Yeah,
you.
just because the brainstorm is just a draw, it's not really
Mm-hmm.
anything huge. It's not like a search.
Yeah, if there ends up being a search brainstormer, that will obviously be the better thing to go for.
Right.
But I do
I mean, having
agree.
the 1,000 to just throw wherever you throw a climax is still pretty good, though, in my
Indeed.
opinion. But
Like, if you end up using that Lancer, the Red Lancer as well for the climax combo, where he gained a buff based off of your back row master servant. So Vlad's a servant. I can't remember this guy's name at all.
uh,
Avisabron? I cannot pronounce it.
oof, you're
But
telling me.
anyway, the caster guy, also servant. So that would make the Lancer be a 5/5. If you have the Vlad there, he becomes a 6k. You play the Climax, he becomes a 7k. And then if you do the caster's effect, you give that extra 1,000 to him, you can make the Lancer end up being an 8k for the Climax combo alone. So that's kind of cool, but it's still the issue of omnidirectional mobility. You're going nope.
Right. That's also in the perfect scenario of that's exactly your field.
Fair enough too.
Which, I mean, it'll happen with the, Kodamie search card, but
Possibly.
it's still, though, you had to build up to that just to, again, have omnidirectional say, nope.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing, man?
Exactly. One of the other ones I meant to pull up was the summoning ritual.
Yep, that's the last one I had pulled up here, too.
Oh, for real? Cool. Okay, great. Minds
Yeah.
think alike.
Yeah, I mean, because it's free. It's free digging.
Mm-hmm. A 1/0. This is because of the Black Lancer's effect. You had to reveal a master or servant. If you reveal this event, it won't be added to your hand because it's not a master or servant. Anywho,
Yep.
It's like Winter Moment Akatsuki, being able to go look at the top 4, grab a master or servant, put it in your hand, put the rest in your waiting room, carry on with your life, which is really cool.
Except this is an event.
Mm-hmm.
Was Winter Moment an event? I don't remember.
No, Winter Moment was just like in a single character. But
okay, that's what I thought. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's the card that was bent when.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
There are some other combos where I've seen events like these that do this effect, and then there'll be characters that grab those events. So usually it's like off of a bond where you pitch a card from hand anyway. So it's a 2-card. Usually stuff like that is just like a 2-card Winter Moment Akatsuki. Or if you pull a Rick and Morty meme, that sounds like Akatsuki but with extra steps, something of that nature. So yeah, I thought that was also something I meant to pull that up earlier, but I completely and totally forgot. That was my fault. Was there any other ones that really needed to be mentioned? Because I have no clue how we are on time right now.
Oh no, those were the ones I just wanted to mention if you hadn't already, which you didn't, so I did.
Okay, cool.
While you're thinking, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself one last little look down here.
Oh, you're fine, dude. They have quite a bit of. Oh, let's see. The runner Astolfo apparently can come in as like a triple rare or something of that nature.
Yeah, I see a bunch of like the rares and
mm-hmm.
S's and things like that. Oh, those look cool.
Indeed. There's
oh yeah, that's right. You can get the signed John D art from here too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what the Moving Destiny ruler has a chance to be a SP for the thing, and then between the different SRs, which I'm fairly certain the Mordred is going to be one of the SRs.
Let me see. The things that have the R next to it are Black Berserker, Black Saber. Yeah, the level 3 Mordred can be SP'd out. Or it just says S, so I'm assuming it's SR.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna be the super rares or the.
Yeah, SR. Yeah, okay, yeah. Got you.
And
then the Red Lantern can come as a SR as well.
Yeah. And then the other ones that just have R next to them are probably going to be the triple rares, or the chances to be triple rares.
Yeah.
You too can have triple rare Astolfo. For the low
I don't know. See, here's the thing. I really like the star-eyed ones. Like the normal ones just look right to me.
What is it? I don't even check to see how the other one looks.
It's kind of just like him standing, smiling, and looking at you. Some
just,
smiles.
just looking at you. So,
But I don't know. I really like the star eyes though.
oh, sorry, I was trying to pull up. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can agree that the other is better because, I mean, that's adorable. I don't care. Yeah,
Exactly.
people may bring up.
However, this
Yeah.
moving back to this Jean card though, this is a pretty card. It's a pretty
Oh,
SV.
absolutely. I was gonna pull up both of those just to show those as well, real quick.
Yeah, that is a pretty SV. It's one of the prettiest SPs I've seen for a while, actually.
Normal version. Also, this is still really like kind of decent, but not like the greatest in the world. When it attacks, you can choose another one of your master servant characters. Give it 500 times your other master servant characters as well. It's basically a Shimakaze Kai clone, like by the entire effect. So when she swings, if you got a full field, you give somebody else 2k. But Shimakaze Kai is a level 1, so this is why I didn't feel this was really necessary to be too terribly mentioned. But let's check this art. Bam. As an SP, that's still really nice. Like, damn.
Yeah, it looks real pretty.
Yeah, good luck to you if this is what you're trying to pull, but damn. But I do kind of wish this effect was on like a level 1, like to actually be a Shimakaze Kai clone.
Right.
Because that would have made it better.
Yeah. I mean, if you have some tough level zeros, you just need to get out of your way. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Fair enough. Or if you end up trying
or
to
if you're
just ram her.
Yeah, if you're like in the scenario of you just need that extra 1,000 boost or something, I mean, she can give it to you.
So yeah.
Yeah. And as far as this translation's looking like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a frontal attack.
Yeah. The way that this is translating, you could side with this.
Yeah, so I don't think it's like it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, not ideal, but
Well, depending on who you're going against as well, you don't want to leave a unit.
yeah.
Like, once again, going back to the whole AOT thing, if it is AOT, you don't want to leave.
Yeah, like you'll leave this unit to be like, cool. Anyway, about my on reverse effect, that's about to happen.
Yeah, I know, right? So, yeah.
You know, I was gonna clock shoot your big unit, but then I just left this one.
Just go ahead and just smack that around a couple times. So, actually, good point. It is I need to see if the SR version of the Mordred is going to have a different art or not.
It does. That's the art I was looking at. I haven't even seen the original art.
Oh, the original art was still... Oh, wait, no. That is the same. Oh. I think it was. Anyway, wait, I already had it pulled up. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't
That's
mind
weird.
that, though.
Oh, I don't mind either. I like this art.
So, anywho, not going to be super long podcast today, but at the same time, still wanted to throw just a couple of those things out there. Since I'm going to be trying to get like road deck reviews and whatnot back up running, trying to do those again, I still have a stockpile of ones that Koji gave me. So,
dude, that's our boy.
Absolutely. I had to go over more of those, especially the Project Diva ones, because I know he sent me more Project Diva ones than I think any other set. But I just figured throw this out there. If anybody else wants to send in like decks from or like links to any of the decks they have from WSDecks.com, I'll actually put a link to WSDecks in the description, and y'all can check that out. And it's really cool. As far as every one of the rogue deck reviews that I do, I usually try to use that site because it's all neatly organized and whatnot. What's his name? Yuki is the person who ends up running it. Does a really awesome job maintaining it, uploading cards like almost the day that they come out, which is really cool. It's really on top of things. I'll get notifications about that all the time.
Yeah. Ironically enough, the last two decks I built in WS decks first.
Mm-hmm. It's really good to sometimes if you're like, okay, I want to try to go into like going into a set, and you're like, I want to like see my potential ratios first. It's really good to be able to do that. But if anybody has decks that they want me to look over for rogue deck reviews, please just comment them in the comment section. Message me on Facebook or on our Facebook group or whatever. It doesn't matter. There's ways to send it to me. We have a Discord group. You can message them to us up there. By all means, it's just throw them at us. And with that, like I said, it's kind of early, but we're just gonna go ahead and unless we have any other things you wanted to discuss, Timmy.
No, I think we've covered the topic for today.
All right. Yeah, just kind of a little short one, but still wanted to go over and do stuff and have discussions. Also, get Timmy back up here. I know he's been missing the podcast something hard.
Yeah. Again, I had to make it known that I apparently I was wrong about ReZero. So.
Yeah, no. Okay, to clarify, he basically had mentioned that in a podcast.
Oh no, I mentioned it in like 3 different podcasts. Like, we're not getting ReZero. What the hell?
No, we're not getting that. Yeah. And yeah. So, and before delays due to shipping issues or whatever, whatever.
But I don't know. I don't want to say we're getting delays because who knows? We might get it early.
Yeah, our luck. So they end up, I don't know. Watch, they end up trying to delay it for like the fucking Fall Fest or whatever. Because I think Fall Fest will be begins in like September, and the last thing we are guaranteed getting is in July, which is the girls' band party and Gurren Lagann. So if they don't give it to us in August, and they push back Bang Dream during because it was going to be coming out during Springfest, it makes me wonder if they're just going to try to push that as well and be like, oh, we'll just give it to you at the end of the year after everything else is said and done. I don't know. I hope not to jinx it because I want to go ahead and get ReZero, but it's whatever. Also because it really sucks having to wait 3 months for a fucking set when JP is getting them like every other week. I say every other week, but at least one a month. Come on. So.
I mean, curiously enough,
I shouldn't complain too much though. I am glad for the sets we've gotten though.
I mean, me too. Trust me, even though I complain about them all the time, and I don't really build out any of them. But I mean,
oh, true. What was it? There was another one you wanted really a whole bunch.
Magia
Record. Magia Record. I think they haven't gotten it.
Yeah, but Madoka support that we're not getting.
Oh man, it's a Traudet Plus as well. They're getting it in June.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oof. But yeah, now that we've talked about this for the Fate thing, they're getting Fate. The Fate Apocrypha booster pack is at the end of May. So.
Yeah, which I know we were just going back on your Fall Fest there. Off the top of your head, do you know what sets we would have by that point, or
like guaranteed? The other stuff that we have is
like assuming everything comes in on time.
Level 5 Sunshine, which is next month, theoretically.
Right.
Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann and Girls Band Party.
Okay, got you.
If I'm forgetting something, I apologize, but that's all that I recall right now. But
I mean, yeah.
But then ReZero is scheduled for it, but it doesn't have an actual release day just yet. So that's why I'm not exactly counting that just yet. But yeah. So here's hoping, and very soon I'm going to be trying to do a set discussion for Girls Band Party and try to go over that. It's 4 colors, so it might end up being split into like a 2 episode podcast or something of that nature. So, anywho, with that, we're going to go ahead and be signing off for now. Thank y'all very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want. If not, hey, thanks for listening to us rant about cards for a while. And we will see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Goodbye.